This segment is sponsored by Mercy Health Physician Partners. It is that time of year again. Kids are back in school, and while there are a lot of changes with what being back in school looks like, one thing is the same. Parents want to be sure their kids are set up for success. Dr. Josh Kalb from Mercy Health Physician Partners Lakeshore Family Care is here to share some tips on how to make sure that your child is best prepared. And it's good to have you here, Dr. Kalb.
Thanks so much for having me, Catherine.
So here we are, we're in the first couple of weeks of school. What should parents be doing right now to help with this transition time that they're in?
Great question. So the big thing I emphasize with all my families is attitude. So the difference between an obstacle and an opportunity is our attitude. And right now, so much is in flux, and we honestly don't know what the fall is going to look like, what schools are going to look like. Is your school going to require masks? Is it not? And so we can't change our outside circumstances, but we can change our attitude. And so I really focus with my parents about having a positive outlook on the school year and telling kids, hey, we have an opportunity to get to go back to school. Let's be thankful for that, no matter what it's going to look like.
Yeah, back to school time is an anxious time for a lot of children and their parents. Normally without a pandemic. So there are some kind of things that parents can do aside from COVID, right? Routines. Kids respond well to routines.
Yeah, and even before the school year starts, getting off of summer mode with bedtimes being whenever to having a normal routine of, hey, this is when we go to bed, this is when we wake up, eating a healthy breakfast as the day starts to kind of get back in that routine mode, because that's when kids thrive.
I know too that you like it if parents in the beginning of the school year schedule that well child visit. Why is that so important right now?
So the well childs are crucial to just monitor the growth of children, and not just their physical growth, but to look at their mental health as well, their emotional, their spiritual health. And so it's a great opportunity for an outsider to take a look in and say, hey, is your child thriving? And for us to look at things like their mental health and ask questions like, is your child feeling anxious or depressed? And these can be hard questions for parents to bring up, and then a great opportunity for physicians to catch things early so that we can help.
In addition to that well child visit, what should parents be doing to try to ensure the health of their kids? I guess, including COVID, right?
Yeah. So our big things are nothing revolutionary. This isn't going to shock anybody, but healthy sleep is where it starts with, 8 hours minimum, and kids during growth spurts need up to 10 or 11 hours a day. Healthy, consistent diets, eating plenty of fruits and vegetables, and getting plenty of water in, and then activity. In our phone-dominated, screen-dominated culture, it's not uncommon for kids to spend hours on screens at a time. And so making sure we're pushing kids to get outside, to be active, because that's crucial.
It's possible that during this school year, younger children are going to be approved for that COVID vaccine. Are you going to advise that for your families?
Yeah, that's a loaded question and a hard question. And my answer to that would be, I respect families and I respect Americans' ability to choose and to make their own choice. What I can say as a pediatrician is that the trials that have already been underway for kids over age 12 have shown no adverse outcomes, and the kids are doing really well with the vaccine. And so pediatricians are not going to recommend anything that is not safe. And so if the vaccine were to get approval for kids in that age group, I would recommend it for them.
All right. Well, lots of good information, Dr. Kalb, and hoping that kids have healthy and prosperous school years this year. And of
That's
course,
right.
For more information, folks, or to schedule an appointment, visit mercyhealth.com. Thanks, Dr. Kalb.
Thanks so